You may have heard lots of people talk about journaling, how it's been super effective for them and it's a really great way to reflect on their day or their negative thinking patterns. But what exactly is journaling and how do we make it effective for us? I am Allison, a teen expert and therapist with Mindful Healing, and today I'd like to talk to you about something called cognitive journaling. So cognitive journaling, or CBT journaling, is a method to reflect upon negative thoughts, feelings, or behaviors that can help us to pinpoint either negative thinking patterns or thinking traps or behaviors that we want to modify. Oftentimes, I will tell kids to sort of free associate when they journal, so whenever they're in the moment having either a negative reaction or experiencing negative thinking patterns, to write down everything that pops into their head. Once we write it down, we can then look back at it and identify thinking traps or patterns. So for example, trying to fact check. If we're having this feeling either that like our friends don't like us or our family's mad at us, and we write down all of the thoughts and feelings that we're having, we can see if there's any evidence to support this. Did something happen? Did they actually say something to support this belief? Was there an event that identified that they don't like you or they feel this way? Once we can look back at the feelings, look at the facts, typically we find there isn't evidence to support it. It's just our brains making us think or feel this way. Another great tip for journaling is to reflect on what our triggers are. So a lot of people don't really know what their triggers are until they can actually write down in the moment in the process of thinking or feeling negative thoughts, and then they can start to notice patterns when they do this routinely. So it could be a situation at school, it could be a certain person that tends to trigger emotions or feelings that are negative, unpleasant, or uncomfortable. Identifying triggers can be super helpful, and then recognizing what situations we can reduce to thus reduce our negative thoughts and feelings, as well as find coping skills to help with those situations. And last and most importantly is also to journal positive experiences. When we write down things that we're grateful for, gratitude journaling at the end of the day, when we focus on positives, the positives become more present. For more tips and tricks on cognitive journaling and other skills for negative thinking, please feel free to check out Mindful Healing's website.